Since 1940, Dairy Queens have been a part of the Minnesota landscape. Most of them have had a series of owners over the years, but there's at least one store that's had the same management for nearly half a century. Jason Davis went on the road to Starbuck to meet two people who just love their DQ.
Soon after it opened in 1956, the little Dairy Queen store in Starbuck, Minnesota quickly became just about the most popular spot in town. That was more than 45 years ago, and today, not much has changed. Only the owners have got older.
Young. She was like 27, I was 32.
Dale and Shirley Anderson have owned and operated this Dairy Queen for nearly 48 years.
Yeah, we've really just loved it, or we wouldn't be in it this long.
Dale was a piano tuner and Shirley taught art. It was the only way they could afford to run their summertime business.
When we started, we had no money, basically, except that loan. I think the lowest point I can remember was going to the bank and discovering I had $10 in my checking account.
We came to see this famous Dairy Queen on a typical day, but because we came, they laid on live music and free ice cream. Carrie Brecht has worked for the Andersons for 14 years. She says the generosity is typical of this couple, who've always tried to preserve the old-fashioned way of doing business.
It's very nostalgic for a lot of people. It's been here for so many years. It's just a part of everybody's memories.
There's three sizes of cones, a nickel cone, 10-cent cone, and a 15-cent cone. Our biggest item was a banana split, which was 40 cents. The only novelties there were dilly bars when we started.
The menu has expanded and the prices have gone up, but this little Dairy Queen with the Anderson house attached is still a big draw for summertime visitors to the nearby lakes. And they can always be sure to get the very best quality that Dale and Shirley can deliver.
You can't fool the public.
No.
Jason Davis, Eyewitness News, on the road, Starbuck, Minnesota.
Very nice. And Dale and Shirley Anderson say they hope to keep their Dairy Queen until they can celebrate 50 years of ownership. And you know what? As soon as I tossed to that story, I heard some applause back here in the crowd. That's because we have a couple of people who know Starbuck very well. Loanne and her husband, Howard. Loanne, you grew up in Starbuck.
Yes,
and now you have a summer home there. Tell us about the Andersons. Pretty good place?
Oh, it's the best Dairy Queen in the world, I think.
In the world.
Yes.
And we found it. Well,
yes,
that's why Jason
they're
Davis
wonderful
went there.
people.
Well, it's great to have you guys here. Thanks for coming out.
And they have the best barbecue sandwiches there.
Okay, there you have it. We'll get one last check of today's weather with Mike LaPointe when our live coverage from the State Fair resumes.